All right. Hello and welcome to our episode of Creative Coaches, where we have Cody with us for a reunion. My name is, hi, my name's Dan Roeder, and I'm the Chief Academic Officer for the David Z Foundation, where we transform lives through the magic of music, and joined by my co-host,
Donna Guerin. I'm founder of Global Lighthouse Studios, where we connect teachers and students around the world through the lens of music and the arts. And welcome back, Cody.
Thank you, everybody.
So, yeah, who are you? What do you do?
Hi,
Why are you here?
why am I here? I don't know. I stumbled upon this live stream. My name's Cody Heffelfinger. I live in Los Angeles. I am a musician, and I am thrilled to be exploring how I want to show up in the world as a musician. And so that's what the process is right now.
You know what? This is I just wanted to have a little moment to celebrate what you just said, because last time you introduced yourself as a musician first. And then when I was making the promotional material for this, and I put you as a musician first, musician and filmmaker. And then you just introduced yourself as a musician first. So you are well on your way through metamorphosis. But when we transition, when we change, when we make these new endeavors and really lean in and embrace them, we don't leave our full self behind. We just we start aggregating new parts, and it's exciting to see. And actually, we'll have a moment viewing this, how you can bring filmmaking into music as you explore more music creation. Mm-hmm. But just to give a little context, Donna, I never did find the flyer from it, but we did at the beginning of the month, we did a workshop on music creativity, and just saying kind of like, let's get out of our heads, let's hit the go button, let's just start writing things, and then we're going to play. We're going to play in a digital playground called Soundtrap. And Cody was one of our participants, and our other one was shout out to Halle Berry, and she is amazing. She couldn't make it today for the reunion. She's still got to work right now, but she says hello to everyone and sends her love. And so we're going to take a look. Cody, I think we can go here now. We can go ahead and look at what you created.
Well, do we want to look
starting
back
in
first?
that workshop? Oh yeah, let's look back. Let's look back.
Yes, before we look forward.
I'm such a forward-moving person right now. All right, go for it, Donna.
All right, I'm so excited that I was actually able to pull it up on my screen without showing you my messy desktop. So here we go. Let me know if you can hear the audio. Yeah, that's incredible to be able to write that in less than 24 hours. I really feel like you captured the essence of the message you're trying to get across in the song. So
yeah, the gently modulating chorus actually really matches the way that you musically set things up.
I think this was a wonderful way to exhibit that difference, like you said, between coaching and co-writing. And I would like to challenge Cody to come back in a couple of weeks. Let's give him time, so we're not putting all this homework.
So not tomorrow.
Not tomorrow.
Cool. I would love to do that, and I love having the accountability too, because this will be my first truly composed song. And utilizing a program like Soundtrap is incredibly helpful. So
all right. Well, we will see you all on Monday.
You see you Monday, and thanks, Cody.
Wow, the beard and mustache.
Yeah.
It was a different era.
Well, today's that day. Yeah, for me too. Like I was looking at myself in that. I'm like, oh dang, because I've been really leaning into getting back into running and exercising every day and just watching. Thank you. I feel like my face lost weight. So that's cool. Like that's awesome when you can look back before you look forward. So thank you, Donna, for helping us look back. So yeah, now we're going to look right now and be present, because Cody is actually currently sharing his screen, where we get to see what his whole finished project looks like that he built in Soundtrack, starting on that. So Soundtrap. So Cody, let's give the whole song a listen, if we could, just so we can kind of, sure. We're here for it. All right. I think it's a really nice showcase just for that creative journey that started. So
absolutely. Well, here we go. Sorry, I'm going to pause it because the vocals aren't there, which is a little odd. But I have actually another way to present this song. I can go to YouTube. Is that okay to interrupt the show and bring us over there really quick? What are your thoughts?
You're on mute, Dan.
Yes, I was like, I'm just going to give a whole TED talk on mute. So I was saying, this is perfect because now you just gave like your receipt, you know, like we can see the session. We know this is legit. You did the work. We have all these things going on that we can see your production. Now, yeah, go for it on YouTube. And I think that's just, you know, a wonderful thing to say. We can engage in these creative efforts, and then it's time to publish. That's a completely different thing than doing the creative work. And I love that you're actually demonstrating both in real time. So go for it.
Thanks,
you just have
man.
to click the button that says, once you get to it, it'll say share this tab instead.
Okay, 1 sec. I'm copying the link over. Thanks everybody for your patience. I'm not sure where the file went.
I'm wondering if on here you just have the vocals like muted.
That's what I was looking for them, but I didn't see them.
Are they at the bottom if you scroll down?
No, because that is the bottom. Like we're here. This is it. So
okay.
Somehow in the process of starting a new song, I might have accidentally deleted them. I'm not sure, but
well, maybe we can put a little like sonic bookmark out right now to Soundtrap when you listen to this later, and maybe you can send Cody a little like heads up on, hey, can we retrieve some of our missing files? I would imagine in most DAWs, digital audio workstations, there are ways, but I know like with Ableton, if like say Ableton crashes and then there's a little pop-up that comes up like, hey, do you want to retrieve your work that you started? If you say no, it's like point of no return. You can't go back. But so I'm curious, you know, something web-based, I would imagine there's a lot more, you know, possibilities for retrieving things. So, all right, let's listen. Let's give it a listen.
All right, here we go.
Get out of my head if it's still in the sand. Times being elsewhere are taken about. How does one get themselves lost in the now? Close my eyes, count to 3, and the truth appears in front of me. It's the essence of love, it's present. Love feels like a hush fell over the crowd. Ooh, ah, yes, finally living out loud. Love feels like the space high above all the clouds. Ooh, sweet this is all that's allowed. When you listen to a song, do you actually hear the words? Or are you future tripping, dragged behind a string of birds? Flying, memory fishing, catching highs and lows. Either way, you ain't here, so pack up and go. You say you wanna be in love, well, let him tell you the essence. Hey, oh, love is presence. Love is like a victory lap written on your chest. Still but in motion, proof of doing our best. Love is like the beat of a humbird breast, soft yet strong, on silk possessed. Excuses made, ignore the call. It isn't easy to do nothing That's the lie we tell ourselves to stay beyond our garden wall. Love feels like the moment you let your heart go. Take your first breath, you're finally home.
Oh my goodness, that is an experience. I'm so glad that you were able to share that lyric video, because it really helped, just, get into the song and to see everything. You did such a great job. Like,
yeah.
I think as a filmmaker, you can't like we were saying before, you can't shake that part of yourself, and you just lean into, let's make this a full multimedia experience.
It's true.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the components of sound design and video editing, but even using Soundtrap, having a lot of experience with Final Cut, and Premiere, just the visual interface of drag and drop and creating timelines, and it's just I'm supremely grateful that this part of music production is already learned. It's done with video editing, but it transfers right over. So I feel very able to just jump right into creation and not so much the left brain, teaching myself how to do it. So you're right. They're transferable skills for sure.
Yeah. Well, it's like learning languages. You learn one language, and then the second, a third language would be easier to learn. Yeah, go ahead, Donna.
Oh, I was just going to say, like, when I put it out there a few weeks ago, I didn't realize we'd have like a complete, YouTube video with video. And I mean, that is amazing.
Star student.
Yes, just speaks to the power of Soundtrap, right? And what a great tool it is. And I think, being that I'm not a musician first, that it's easy to use. I feel like it's, anyone could really be a laptop producer. And that's how we're using it with students, is we're using it as a tool and empowering them to be little mini laptop producers. So thank you so much. I mean,
exactly.
Like I said, when I put it out there, I was like, I'm like, maybe, he'll finish a verse, or like not the whole completed song. So that was really great.
Yeah, no, that is so cool.
The push.
Yeah, well, I wanted to make sure. I'm actually on YouTube right now trying to find your page. If you want to just, you can put it in. Oh, we have people chatting with us. We're live, and let me say hey to Curtis. Happy birthday, Curtis. Curtis did a music video with David Z Foundation for our Music Mentor program on mental health, like 2-ish years ago, and he's amazing. And it was just his birthday a couple days ago. So happy birthday, Curtis!
Happy birthday, Curtis!
Birthday!
Woo! And we got Jonathan Stroud saying what's up, and and then I think this must have been you, Donna, right?
Yes, that's me.
Okay, good. Yeah. You're the Restream host. Amazing. Yeah, but I wanted to just put into the chat your YouTube address, so that what do you call that? I'm so like in my 40s now. What do you call that thing that has the HTTPS and the colon and the //? Why are we using like the number sign on the internet? So what is your YouTube handle?
Let me
so that folks can follow you.
Did I text it to you, or
no? You just put it in the chat. There's a chat. We have a private chat on the left, or the public chat is either way is fine, and I'll just transfer it over to the public chat. But then I'll also feature that on the screen, just so that people can follow you and support. Okay,
Thank you.
cool.
Yeah, I just dropped it. I don't see the way to type in.
Got it. I see it. Yeah. All right. So I will do that right now. But the other can't post messages to some channels. That's fine. I just want to show it on the screen. All right. So there is his URL. That is the word I was trying to think of.
My URL.
Your URL. Your URL. Yeah. So yeah, just really blown away by not just the commitment that you showed, but like the the innovation in the follow through, and the, you know, the saying like, I'm not going to just stop here. I'm going to make a lyric video, and then I'm going to publish it. And then, you know, it's the journey of the artist is saying yes, or and then, and then, and then. And that's how we keep widening our sphere of influence, and also the sphere of friendship and the people that we connect with. It's amazing when you really put yourselves out there, how many people you can find just by that one bold step of publishing. Hit the go button. So,
yes. And the momentum,
yeah,
keeping up the
exactly.
momentum.
Well, and speaking of momentum, I wanted to show just the beginning of your next song, because not only did you complete one song, but then you did another one, and you made another music video. And is that also on your YouTube so people can check it out?
Yeah.
Okay, sweet. We're gonna. Yeah, and it's very different from the other one. We're just gonna kind of listen to the very, very beginning of it, and then everyone can explore it on their own. Just a second. I have to find that thing where, like, the arrow that says we can like share some things on our screen. I don't know why I'm feeling very old right now. just how I'm rolling. All right, so this is it's called Mirror, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. A totally different vibe.
Totally different vibe.
And this one's going to be a cliffhanger. Wait for it.
I woke up late this morning with a thumbtack in my head and a note from my ex-lover. This is what he said.
What did he say? You're going to have to look at Cody's YouTube to find out what he said. All right. So yeah, I mean, can you talk about that process too of, you know, completing one project of something you didn't know a month ago you'd be doing, and then moving on to the next one? What does that journey look like?
There was a lot of clarification of purpose that's been going on within this month. And with that, you know, where you're cleaning up, like for me, it's been cleaning up my energy. It's been recognizing, okay, where am I giving my energy to that is not in service of what I really want to be doing, my heart's delight, you know? And so I've been leaving, this is, you know, my share. I've been leaving my jobs, my part-time work that I've been doing, which is in service of like what I would describe as old passions or something that I thought I wanted to be doing. And in that process of, you know, saying, I'm showing up for myself and saying, I will take a leap and commit to this. I'm finding that I have energy and motivation because myself is like, yo, okay, you're showing up for me, we're going to show up for you. And now there's drive, and it's cool because I've been doing like what I'm doing right here, what you guys are seeing. I've been kind of doing it in the background of my life for the last 10 years. Like I've been writing, you know, lyrics and journals. I've been recording melodies in my notes app, like my recording app on my phone, but doing nothing with them because I was still under the belief that I was wanting to be doing something else, that this was not my priority. And so it took that reshuffling and that kind of like coming to grips with, well, are you going to actually act on your passion or not? You know, and then as soon as you do, in my experience, the universe really shows up to support you first and foremost with the energy reserves that you didn't think you would have, but now you do, and you can just go. And so completing one song was great. And as an artist, it's cool to reach that place where you are detached. You're in a place of non-attachment to the work you created. So it's like you publish it and you feel free to move on. You're not like checking for likes. You're not checking for comments. You're not, anticipating who's going to view it and what they're going to be able to do for you with it. It's just like, it's gone. And now let's create something new. And as soon as the second song was out, it's like, it's gone. And now I'm already like, okay, well, what's the third one? And how else can I play around with genre? And because I still feel I'm in a place of discovery of what my voice, how I want to show up, how my voice wants to show up. And I feel comfortable sort of just playing, like I'm in the kitchen and I'm mixing genres and having just permission to be innovative. And so it's a nice period of experimentation.
Oh, that's wonderful. It really came through, especially in the first one. You had so many different influences that we could hear coming through. You know, it was almost like something by Dream Theater or Queen. You know, like that is just so robust, and especially like I thought Instant Queen with like the vocal pad that you had. But then this one, this next one, you went into this really aggressive rock that I thought it was going into, and then the vocal comes in, and it's kind of a bit sarcastic and almost like Ben Foldsy, you know. So it's interesting. Yeah, I think my favorite Ben Folds song is "What Came to Mind," and it's one that he did with Regina Spektor. You don't know me, you don't know me at all. You know, it's hilarious if you have not heard that song.
I'm gonna look it up.
Yeah,
I told you I was gonna go see him, but those tickets never arrived. I asked you, I was like, "Do you know who Ben Folds is?" And you're like,
"Yeah," and I was like, "I'm jealous."
But it did end up manifesting. So,
man, somebody else hopefully got to use the tickets. But yeah, that's a bummer. No, that's awesome. Donna, what are your thoughts? You know, just in this like kind of finding your voice and leaning in.
Yeah, I love it. I love that you are exploring another creative avenue, and that you're giving yourself permission to say, it's okay. I'm just going to go and explore and see what happens. And again, we always invite our guests back. So I don't want to give you another challenge because you might write a whole album. Who knows? But
he's going on tour, Donna. Yes. Summer tour with Cody.
Wow. Yes.
But absolutely, we'd love to have you back again and see what you have been doing behind the scenes with just a short little workshop on Soundtrap. And I'm just so grateful that we're able to give you that subscription to be able to use for a year. Yeah. And I can't wait to see what you create. So.
Oh, you know what, Donna? I think maybe have to show the other Soundtrap feature that I posted it on X. If some of you may have seen it, but Cody, just to share with you what this looks like in the education world. Now I have to find somewhere that it's actually online. Just a second. But actually, Donna, can you explain? Because I can't talk and search the internet at the same time. I don't even know what a URL is.
So I'm assuming that you're talking about Chicago.
The butterflies.
Yes. So we just did this the other day with some second graders in Chicago, introducing them to Soundtrap and telling them that that's what we're going to be using to write our song together. And so we just took a simple lyric that they helped us to write about butterflies, and Daniel was able to combine that with Pixio, right?
Yep, Pixio.
And we were able to create a short little music video, but it's like amazing. And it was all done through AI, through using the lyrics and using the descriptors that the students were giving us. And it came up with this short little music video that was like amazing in like, I don't even know, maybe a minute or so. But the students were like in awe. They were like, whoa, like, so it's just a really good use of combining different types of media and putting them together to create something. So
exactly. All right, I found it. So here we go. I think it's on. Wait, I'm not muted, am I? I'm always
no.
Nope. Okay, good. So it is. This is the what the actual work looked like, and so go ahead and share this. And this is the post I did, I think, on X. So here's in action, and then I'll show you the mini music video we made.
The colorful bright butterfly, and now we're saying with different patterns, flies, and where is it gonna fly? To where?
Flower.
To a flower. And how would you describe the flower? What kind of flower?
Okay. A sunflower.
To a sunflower.
Yeah, and so
they have different patterns.
I know, it's a really cool video. We don't have to watch it again. There we go. And let's see, is this gonna work? Yeah, sure. The beautiful butterfly. Whoa. The beautiful butterfly flies. The beautiful butterfly flies. The beautiful butterfly flies, the beautiful butterfly flies. That was in Soundtrap.
That's the Soundtrap does visuals. That's what I
No, yeah, that's maybe Soundtrap, if you're listening, that could be a possibility. AI visual integration. No, that so when we were working with the class, we were working with AI tool called Pixio.
Pixio, that's right.
Yeah, Pixio AI, and they have a model called TurboCraft, where as you type into the chat, it's changing in real time. And so there's like just a few milliseconds where it's changing the image. And so the second graders were just like, oh my gosh, those are the words we're, you know, and there's that kind of magic in the visual. And so I took that, and then they also have they're working with a lot of like with their partners actually with like all the big players in AI. And I think that was a partnership with Minimax that they had, and you know, just kind of are using that model to create the video. And I used a couple different video models, edited it together in Final Cut, and then we built the song in Soundtrack together. So all we started with, this was in a half-hour class, we did all this.
Wow.
And so we started with all right, what's something that we have seen that makes us happy? And we were talking about, you know, the prompt was think of a time in your life that was happy, joyful, you know, that you just remember as one of those warm fuzzies in your past. And so one of the students said, well, you know, butterflies. I love seeing butterflies when I go out in nature. And then we started, you know, the process is when we're songwriting, which is what the exact thing we did in the workshop with you, is you start with that hook. You start with the nugget that you want people to experience, and that singable thing. And we worked our way backwards. Well, we have a butterfly. That's the hook. You know, for second graders, we're talking about a butterfly. And then what does it do? Describe the butterfly. Where did it go? It went to a sunflower. And so we kind of created this world together. And in the posts that I made on like LinkedIn and here on X and different places, one of the things that I really wanted to point out is, you know, like Tech in Schools Initiative is this company that I really look up to, and they've been doing this for years, going into schools and making technology less scary, just by demystifying, you know, the rhetoric around it. And I always think of spell check. Like with spell check, when I was a little kid, my teachers always said, oh my gosh, these kids are never going to learn how to spell. They have this spell check, and now it underlines the word in red and it fixes it for them. Ugh! You know? And then when I was teaching high school, all my colleagues in the teacher's lounge were saying, oh my gosh, these kids and their papers, they just won't use spell check. That's so lazy. They're never going to learn how to spell, you know? So it's really the conversation around technology and how it's used. Same thing with cell phones. That was really contentious at the school I taught in, and actually a lot I subbed in, because on one hand, it's, you know, there's so many reasons to have access to your child in school, changing schedules, you know, like if something happens, whatever that is, there's that kind of homeschool connection that has to be attended to. But on the flip side, in class, they can become major distractions. So what do? We teach students how to use cell phones in ethical and helpful ways for the situation they're in. I think I'm kind of soapboxing right now, aren't I? I'm going to keep going. But really, where the rubber meets the road is this preparing you for life? And I think that's what school at its best really does. And there is no organization or corporation or job or whatever that as soon as you like go to McDonald's, they're not going to take your cell phone and say, sorry, you can't use this in the restaurant. We only order food here. You know, so how can we model things to be used appropriately? How can we connect with people so they don't want to retreat to their phone and escape? You know, like we're battling a lot of things as teachers, and you know that escapism is a big part. And one of the biggest challenges in education often that teachers bring out is my students are just not engaged. Like I don't have support and my students aren't engaged. You know, that's what has to shift. We have to find ways, we can't make them engage, but we can create systems and environments and invitations to engage and to really connect with them. So we're the adults in this situation as teachers. I'm going to stop soapboxing in just a second. But as the adults, we get to decide, I'm going to model what engagement looks like. I'm going to tell you something I'm interested in. What are you interested in? Oh, here's how that might connect to my interests. You know what? Why don't we read more about this? All right, Donna, take the mic, please.
I don't know. You were kind of on a roll there. But the bottom line is, you know, we want kids to be engaged and we want kids to be motivated to learn. And what better way to do that than through creativity, arts, and music? That's, I think, essentially what you were saying. I just said it.
That is a very eloquent. Yeah, it was more condensed. You had the 8-second version of my 8-minute rant. So thank you. All right, Cody, I'm gonna pass the mic back to you. And any closing thoughts? And then I don't have any closing thoughts because I already gave them.
You gave it all.
Yeah, I gave it all. I left it on the soapbox. So yeah, Cody, and then Donna, if you want to close this off, I'm going to mute myself.
I mean, whoever's listening, you know, whether this is live or recorded or wherever you found this, just if you found this because you're a creator, give yourself permission to create and tap into the why and the feeling of how excited you are when you're creating, and then make your best effort to carve your life into a place and a sanctuary for that. And that's what I would advise. And it's, you'll be so grateful. You'll be so grateful to yourself, and you'll really witness your life transform when you've devoted your life to yourself, because that's the greatest gift that you can give anybody else is to set that example. And yeah, so make music, make art, make food, do you. And that's where I pass the mic over to Donna.
All right. Well, thanks again for being here today, Cody. Loved having you back on the show. Dan, I'd unmute you, but you probably don't want to be unmuted. So I'll let you wave goodbye. All right. Well, thanks everyone for tuning in. We'll